No contest. Survival. Survival. Ready? Go!
I was going to say our previous commentator, Joe Frigid, but yeah, Free Palestine.
I also do want to see Frigid. So this might be a double up moment.
We might be doubling up.
Or it might be double.
Call me James Joyce.
You had your moment to get me candid. That's right. I always look. I do not like my candids. I'm a candid hunter. I don't think I'm a candid prey.
Are you a gatherer?
Yeah, I'm a gatherer.
I like to do candid because I think that it.
Oh! Does that work?
Does for Free Palestine, I'll say that much. Do you think that we see any other characters from Free Palestine? Because as you know, there is the sheep. There has been the sheep thread. There's also been the Marth. There's also been the Fox. And there's also been the DK.
Me and Stu are talking about this tomorrow on Top 8 Quals.
Busty Bears?
I'm going to bring my dad up for commentary again, and I'm going to say, Dad, what do you make of this? And he's going to say exactly what I'd say, which is that bear from the local pizzeria has big tits.
It is a very busty bear. This is as far as I'm willing to go on that. But there are very busty humans. It's true to life.
Aren't we all a little busty? A little bit of a buster on our bad days.
Here we go. I said we might see the Fox.
Yeah. I think Millie is going to try to keep all his characters warmed up. And in pools, why not?
Yeah. You know what was the...
Did you see it just showed the song at the beginning of the game?
Shut up, shut up.
I love that. Oh, my bad. No, it didn't.
Millie used to do the controller switch. Do you remember that? I believe that he is full GCC across all of his characters, but even as recently as last year, if he was going Fox, he was switching to box.
Is he all box?
No, I believe he's all GCC.
Box sucks. Every player that I've seen try to pick up box to like who's actually good, they go back to GCC.
We haven't seen the dumb phone, right? The dumb phone for Melee. The people who are like, this is too much. We need to go back to having fewer things. We were more content that way.
How do you feel about controllers for top 8 provided by the TOs?
I think that people are going to complain. How many top player complaints can you tank?
Why do they need to be there? Why are you assuming a top 8 has top players? If you're in top 8, aren't you in the top player? This is actually a thing I've been talking about even before I knew we were going to get these dropouts at full blown. I said, what if Genesis, with 1,500 Melee entrants, had all the top 10 drop out?
Yeah.
Would it still be a super major? And I contend that the original source of legitimacy for any tournament is number of entrants. That is how this whole thing gets started.
I think that you could get into weird situations where what if 2,000 people attend a tournament, but there are no top 100 players?
Then whoever can beat 2,000 people at Melee that day.
Do you know how a tournament works, by the way? They're not playing alternate. No, it's
Whoever's the
2,000
best
round
of
robin.
2,000 people, yeah, it's a round robin. If it's a round robin, then it go.
What if it's 2,000 people who've never played, though?
I think that is perhaps bad then. But even then, I'm still pretty sympathetic because all the real baddies will be out at O2.
All the real baddies?
Yeah.
All the real baddies are at
So also, I think, yeah, I hear you, but I do think that almost never happens, right?
I agree. But
And so people present that as the counter hypothetical to my position, but it's never happened. We're going to be talking about a Genesis where the top 10 drop out for some reason. Like, this is actually our first case study of this. Is like, it's still pretty stacked, and it's the second biggest tournament of the year. So are we going to say, oh, the second biggest tournament, like at the end of the year when people stack up how many people went to Melee majors, we're going to be 460 short because they're going to look at Wikipedia Melee majors.
And we get the Donkey Kong, too. And we
That's
get
where-
the Peach counter.
So do you see my problem?
You've got a lot of problems, but I do see this current one.
I think we have our bars and odd spots that if you see those kind of labels as something majors or tournaments should aspire towards and optimize towards, maybe we're optimizing the wrong things. Because you're going to tell me Nouns Bowl is more important to Melee than Full Bloom? Like, with respect,
Do you know the ultimate?
maybe next year on their second go, but not the first one.
Do you know about Riptide and the Lumerank? Do you know about the?
No.
So Lumerank, we know those lovely lads from Lumerank. They are tasked with creating the top ranking Ultimate players, and they don't do it like how Melee does, right? So they have an algorithm, and because of that, they have to assign a tournament value to these tournaments, right? They have to say, getting third at Genesis is better than getting third
They
at
do it tennis
whatever,
style.
right? Like there is, but it's not even a tier. There's like this one counts for 2,512 points. This one is 2,508, right? So the issue with Riptide is that people
Whoa!
to show up to Riptide. And what happens is that Riptide has maybe 800 people and really no notable top players. So Lumerank has to say, well, by this metric, it's a really big tournament. But they have to kind of nerf it because they're saying,
If they plug it into their normal algorithm, it breaks.
If they plug it into their normal algorithm, it breaks.
So
Yes.
here's my argument. Let it be broken. Let it be that an 800, because that's what this is
Let it
about.
be.
Did I just break my own microphone?
No, you said let it be.
Oh, sorry, I
said-
cut out for a second. Yeah, like Paul, let it be. If your tournament brings 800 people, it should be considered prestigious because we should give kudos to tournaments that grow and like pull off that kind of shit, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
So you're gonna do that for me?
What? Oh, nice bear from Free Palestine there.
I like the Donkey Kong. He's playing not the Donkey Kong. Well, is this blue Donkey Kong?
No. So this is black Donkey.
Yeah, with the blue
blue
tie,
tie.
because there's a blue one.
Very fetchy blue tie. Whoa, what color tie does the blue one have?
I think it might also be blue.
It's not.
What is it?
It's purple.
Okay. Because I always pick blue DK as the Democratic candidate. DK.
Yeah.
But maybe this is that.
Yeah, maybe.
Donkey Kong. That's the name of my Donkey Kong. The Democratic candidate.
I get it.
I could be a Donkey Kong main.
I think that after what we've seen, everyone can.
I respect Millie so much because I also just like playing other characters, and people talk about it all the time, like, oh, it's so hard to switch. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. You're wrong.
Free Palestine has been a wonderful bastion of just proof that playing Melee does not have to be a burden on our soul. He has cared less and less about Melee each year since you know, I don't even...
Since going to Summit.
Basically, since going to Summit. And do you know what happened to his rank?
Up, up, up.
It's gone up every single time.
That also is happening to Dreffin.
That is, yes. Well, maybe not this year, but yeah. No, there's something to be said for kind of just having yourself be free from the shackles of expectations. And you know, obviously, maybe beating golfbum7 is not like the proof, but I think that he's shown prowess here. We've seen. If he wins this game, that's 3 games with 3 characters.
It's not a win yet.
It's not a win yet.
This golf bum.
Just been keeping it close.
Yeah. Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go. Big damage.
Nice weight there to avoid the giant punch.
Yeah, I thought it was a little early from the giant punch, too. A little bit of both. A little bit of
Let's get
both.
off stage. Ooh, that is rough.
GG, GG.
I think he missed the smash up on the other side, dude.
Donkey Kong